What's up, healthy gamers? Jack here. I want to share with you a new morning routine that I've been doing. The idea of this routine is to improve my metabolic function and my fat burning as high as possible through a number of different natural remedies, and I think you'll find this very interesting, and it's something that you can implement within your own life to see some really great results. So every morning when I wake up, I've been drinking a cup of green tea, and with this green tea I've mixed a teaspoon of cinnamon with about another teaspoon of honey. And the idea behind that is there have been some studies that have shown that glucose combined with caffeine actually makes for a more efficient process within the brain for increasing your concentration and your memory. And then also your cinnamon here. Cinnamon has been shown in a few studies to enhance your insulin sensitivity. I always get those two confused. It reduces insulin resistance, enhances insulin sensitivity, and it can level out your blood sugar. So that's really good if you want to lose fat and lose weight and control your glucose. The studies were done on type 2 diabetics, but I'm going to try it anyways. I mean, there's no real side effects to taking a bunch of cinnamon, and it makes the tea taste pretty good. This contraption I'm using to make the tea is pretty ingenious, and I'll link to it in the description. If you drink a lot of tea, especially if you drink loose leaf tea, I highly recommend it. And then I have a friend who actually runs a tea company in Kansas City, Hugo Tea, and I know his whole philosophy is finding the best, highest quality source tea. So I'll link to him in the description. You can find him at hugoteas.com, and it's actually very reasonable prices for very high quality tea. He's had a lot of success in just the coffee shops and local health stores there in Kansas City, so it's really taken off. Definitely worth checking out. In addition to the tea with the cinnamon and the honey, I've been doing sprints in the morning, just 10 minutes of sprints. Just right outside my door. It makes it very simple. I just put on some running shoes, coat and a hat and some gloves because it's cold as hell. But then I just go outside on my street. My street is about a 30% incline. I walk to the bottom of the hill. I sprint up it. It takes me about 45 seconds to 60 seconds to sprint all the way up. And then I stop and I walk another 60 to 90 seconds. And then I sprint again. I just do that for 10 minutes. It's a pretty good workout. I push myself pretty hard. But you know, it only takes 10 minutes. It's not too taxing. It's not compromising my workouts later in the day, and if I'm doing squats or deadlifts, then I'm not doing sprints that day. But that's a good little workout to really jumpstart your fat metabolism. There was a study I read just a few days ago that said men who sprinted did interval sprint workouts for 60 minutes a week. So they did like 4 sessions of 15 minutes each where they would go 20 seconds of hard pedaling on a bike with 10 seconds off. Those men burned more calories than men who did, 6 to 7 hours of just jogging. And so you think those 10 minutes, every morning, I'm burning the same amount of calories as I would if I had spent, an hour running outside. An hour. That's an incredible amount of fat loss, and it's a really good way to start your day as well. You get a ton of good endorphins. I go into work feeling great. Your mood is good, your mind is good, everything is good. Highly recommend it. Everybody can just go outside and sprint. There's no excuses. You don't need a gym, you don't need anything. And finally, the last thing I've been doing is after I get done with my sprints, I have a hot pepper here, and I'll eat about half of it. Like this. It's hot as hell, but, oh god, I probably shouldn't have ate this as I'm trying to talk, because now I'm going to start crying, and it's gonna be bad, but alright, the key here, didn't think that one through. Anyways, god damn it that it's hot. Peppers contain really high amounts of vitamin A, vitamin C, and they have capsaicin, they have just a whole host of benefits. Studies have shown that they increase your metabolism by 5 to 10%. Since it's painful when you eat it, you're releasing endorphins, you're releasing a lot of good chemicals. It makes you feel good. Don't do this if you're going to go sprint or work out in the morning, because you're going to have heartburn. Your stomach's going to be on fire for like the next 30 minutes. But you know what? Something to try. It might turn out to be a terrible idea, but I'm going to try this. I'll report back in 30 days with this routine and see how it's going. And that was probably too much for me. I shouldn't have ate that much. So it depends on how much you can tolerate. But eat to the point that you can tolerate. Don't eat so that you're in pain. Whew, that pepper kicked my ass. But as always, go lift something heavy, go do some sprint workouts, and you know what? If we can get 300 likes on this video, I will eat a habanero on camera, and you can watch me suffer. I think it'll be hilarious. It's going to be terrible afterwards, but 300 likes, I'll eat a habanero on camera. I said that. Probably a terrible decision, but there we go. Take care, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit subscribe if you haven't already. Take a second to hit like and share via your social media, and then check out some of these other videos here. There's a transformation, a steak dinner, and doing 102 reps of squats with 225 pounds.